Good morning. This is Bill from Europa, Naples, and today I have this gorgeous 2007 Mercedes-Benz SL550 Roadster. This is a W2, I guess an R230 chassis. Absolutely stunning car. 07 saw the input of some real nice refinements, including the 5.5 liter, 382 horsepower V8 engine, so a bump up of 80 horsepower on this car really brings the whole thing into play. You can see it's finished in pewter metallic outside, absolutely gorgeous color. It has cream beige, sort of a parchment leather inside. The updated wheels for 07, absolutely beautiful. And you know, like every SL before it, it's stylish, it's sporty, it's fun to drive, and it's an absolute joy to look at. You know, SL stands for sport light, at least the German words for those. I'm not sure about light, you know, it really isn't, but it's definitely sporty. You can see the very attractive sort of event system they've got there. The big intakes on the hood with the swoops down there on the bottom of the fender as well. Nice rocker panels, you know, nice and low, sort of ground effects on the car. LED tail lamps, big twice pipes at the bottom. You know, the SL is such an icon. You remember, of course, the 300 SL gull wing. So every SL they made after that really had to stand up to a pretty iconic car. All right, let's have a look inside the trunk. Now, the trunk in this car is pretty damn useful. You see this red button here. When I press it, it's going to lift up the roof, which is already stowed. So now you have access to your cargo, even with the top down. And it's a pretty good cargo area. You see I got a bunch of crap in there, and it must be Friday since I've got donuts for the guys. I like this. I like the jogging guy on the Dunkin' Donuts bag, because I just don't feel like, you know, that... You know, you're not really jogging to Dunkin' Donuts, are you, to get your you know, glazed and you know, creamed coffee. But anyway, who am I to torment their marketing department? You can see it's still got the nets there. That's a neat little bag to put stuff. This net will hold your cargo down, won't let it roll around to the trunk. So if you're a OBD type, you can keep your cargo sort of compulsively tied down. You press that guide, down it goes again. That is a big-ass trunk. All right, let's have a look under the hood before we get inside. So again, in 07, in went this engine, 5.5 liters, 382 horse, really turned this car into a torque monster. You know, I mean, it's, you know, something akin to a German Corvette, I guess, albeit with a lot more luxury. You can see everything nice and tight, mint under there, lovely. Very low mileage car, I think just 42 on the clock. And, you know, it looks like it in the engine compartment. Nice stuff. That's mated to a 7-speed shiftable automatic. Handles that torque very nicely. There you see those beautiful big xenon headlamp assemblies, the star in the grille, the fog lamps down low. Man, just good looking cars. You could. This is neat here. You see these little flapper guys that are, you know, you wouldn't think anything of them. They just pop up when the top comes up. The fact that they're present shows this car led a pretty nice life, because very often on SLs, those things have snapped off. They're gone. You know, they take a lot of abuse, those parts. So this guy either didn't run his top very much, or you know, had these things replaced. So nice to see. Also has the windscreen installed with the car. Nice stuff. I'll show you back behind the seats before we get up front. Press that little button on top and the seat will move forward and give you access and make squeaking noises. So in here you've got your CD changer. This guy here is a little cargo strap. So if you want to use that package shelf to put something down, you can just simply put this over it, clip it into that little buckle down there, and it'll keep your cargo nicely in place. So clever stuff from the Benz engineers. Let me see if I can run the top with the key. I have intermittent luck with that on these cars. Sometimes it drives me crazy. You're just supposed to press your lock button and hold it to that little black rectangle. Oh, come on. Yeah, it just hates doing it for me. Oh, there we go. All right, so especially if the key gets old and the battery's a little weak. I love to do it from here. Oh, god damn it. Alright, so let me unlock it, and I'll just run the damn thing with the switch. I promise you that can work. Just always have intermittent luck with that. Oh, dear God. That's the last thing we need is Prince blasting this early in the morning. So I'm pressing the flapper button down. You can see the top goes, the trunk goes back. Up comes the folding hard roof. Seals neatly into place up front. Down go the flaps, up come the windows, down goes the trunk. That simple. So let me have a look outside and show you how this thing looks with the folding hardtop in place. Very stylish, I can assure you. Yeah, have a look at that. Look how nice and shiny and black these insert panels are. Sometimes they get all faded out in cars that have seen too much outside duty. But again, absolutely mint, lovely to see. Everything really, really nice on this car. And since I'm a sucker for punishment, I'm going to try to put the top back down with the key. We'll see if that works for me. Alright, so to do that, we're going to press and hold the unlock button. I'm going to do it like 3 times. All right, let's see. God damn this thing. Yeah, the car just hates me. It really does. I like the way it beeps at me. All right, I'm going to keep doing this. We're going to do this for hours. You may as well know that car. Hours we're going to spend here waiting for this to happen. The car knows I don't have the patience for that. All right, so there it is. Maybe this thing isn't equipped with it the way that I think it is. Some of them weren't, some of them weren't. All of them are tricky. Anyway, let me crank it up and put the top back down. Oh, God, listen to that big V8 growl. So, pull back the flapper. Up goes the... Oh, my God, I'm turning that on. Look at that. It's like a ballet of engineering. And it works really, really fast. Very, very cool stuff. So, now we've got our folding hard roof down. Let me turn this. Good God, everything's noisy. And look at the mist today. Look at that. It's like some sort of a jungle climate we're in. Anyway. All right, so top back down. Have a look at this beautiful driver's seat. Of course, it's an 82-way power seat. Beautiful parchment cream beige leather. You can see very little wear of any kind. Love the beautiful light wood in this car. The leather in the door panels, the side airbags, the window switches, seat switches, heated seat switches. You know, it's just a very rich interior. And of course it should be for a car that was, you know, in the 6-figure range. So, all right, let's get our seatbelt on. Get my sunglasses out from being tangled with it and show you what we got. So here's a beautiful wood and leather steering wheel. Gorgeous. There you see a very nice, simple instrument cluster, just 43,000 miles on the clock. Over there you got your automatic headlamps, you got your cruise control, you got your wiper control. You know, really reminiscent of every Mercedes ever built. So very nice and easy to look at, very familiar. Here's Mercedes-Benz in-dash command unit. Hopefully you still don't have Prince playing. I love Prince, don't get me wrong, just not at this time in the morning. Of course, all your vent controls up here. We're in night mode, so it's got the blackish display. That'll turn brighter when the... let's see if I can do that with turning it off. Nah, it's just the light sensor. Okay, so over here you've got your audio. That's AM, FM, satellite radio. That's where we're getting our prints from, 80s on 8. Of course, you got your navigation. Nice stuff. It is equipped for Bluetooth. You just got to install a dongle in the center console there, and it'll make it Bluetooth ready. You got some cup holders down here. Nice, his and hers, hers and his. You got dual side climate control. Lovely shifter assembly here, star on the top, comfort and sport setting, electronic stability program, traction control on and off. This will raise and lower the car, you know, as needed in 2 different steps. So 1 red light, it goes up. 2 red lights, it goes up some more. Let's see if I can I don't think I can show you that without getting out of the car, so let me do that. But you can put this thing in Bigfoot mode. Yeah, look at that. Look how much room we have in the wheel wells now. So if you got some ground clearance issues going in and out of somewhere, you click that guy up twice and you're going to get over it, no problem. You can maybe even roll over some cars in the parking lot. All right, seatbelt back on. Sunglasses back to being untangled. Keep going. Here are your mirrors. Let's get our car back down out of the freak position. ABC Sport suspension was something that came out, I want to say in 2099, 2001. Absolutely incredible system. Does away with sway bars, uses fluid to dampen the four corners of the car as needed. So if you're taking a hard left turn, it dampens up the right to minimize body roll, keep everything secure. If you're going right, it'll bump up the left. If you're going hard to the, hard braking, it'll pump up the front, keep the car level. Very, very cool stuff. Incredible suspension system. And the good news is in this car, they had quite a few years to get it sussed. Underneath the flapper, we've got our roll bar control. See if I press that. Up comes the roll bar. Now, it looks a little bit silly with the screen connected to it, but some guys like to drive around with that up and in place. Looks kind of cool. Otherwise, that thing shoots up like a like an airbag if you've got some sort of collision happening. God forbid. Let's go for a spin. So now this SL, the 230 car, was the real beginning of these cars becoming supercars, if you will. And by supercars, what I mean is incredible handling, fantastic acceleration, terrific braking. Like a 560 SL from the 80s was kind of an awesome car in its day, but it wasn't like this. I mean, it really couldn't, go out there and compete on a racetrack, whereas this thing can. There's some kind of new Cadillac. Who the hell designs Cadillacs anymore? Anyway, you can see tons of juice. Oh, there we go. Get to use our braking as well. Tons of juice out of the V8 in this thing. It just absolutely, hammers you back in the seat very responsively. Great feel from the steering wheel. Lovely, grip on the road. It's just such a fantastic driver's car. If I nail it here, the wheels are going to want to spin. It's going to kick on the traction control. Yeah, you see the flashing yellow light. So what that did was, turn down the wheels a little bit, get me back on the pavement. A very, very incredibly cool car. So, look, if you have an interest, give us a call. This is a 2007 Mercedes-Benz SL550 Roadster, folding hardtop convertible, sport light, 43,000 miles, pewter, cream beige. This car's an absolute champion. Lovely to drive, lovely to look at. Just a real sweetheart all around. If you have an interest, 239-649-7300. On the web at mercedesexpert.com. Thanks so much for having a look. We appreciate it. We'll see you with the next one. Take care.